Good morning. This is KELOLAND on the go with all you need to know in news and weather as you start your day.
We have more information about a bus crash we first told you about Wednesday night. A 37-year-old Sioux Falls man is facing a long list of charges. Police say Derek Schwent was driving drunk when he crashed into a school bus on the north side of the city.
3 kids were on the bus, but no one was hurt. Schwent is also accused of crashing into a pickup just a few blocks away. He's expected to be charged with hit and run, reckless driving, and his 3rd DWI. A semi versus pedestrian crash on Interstate 29 earlier this week sent a man to the hospital with serious injuries. Authorities tell us the man was in a different crash first. When he left his vehicle and ran across the median, he was hit by a semi. We reached out to the Lincoln County Sheriff's Department for advice on what to do if you are in a similar incident.
They say you should first make sure everyone in the vehicle is okay. If there's an injury or problems with your car, call 911. If the vehicle is drivable, get it off the road and stay in your car.
If your vehicle is not drivable, check to make sure your surroundings are safe, then get out of your vehicle and go all the way to the fence line off the interstate. Stay out of the median and use your hazard lights.
Court documents say 30-year-old Kevin Tongvan has been indicted on 14 charges, including sexual contact with a minor and sexual exploitation. He was originally accused of sending nude pictures to a teenage girl who took dance lessons with him.
The new indictment includes charges involving 2 more juveniles. All 14 charges are felonies. You can find a full timeline with this story right here on KELOLAND.com.
Now let's get a check of our weather with meteorologist Scott Munt. More rain and wind out there today, Scott.
Oh, yeah. Rain continues this morning as well as that wind. And wind gusts today probably in that 40-mile-per-hour range. That should cover central and eastern KELOLAND. Rain throughout the morning for much of central, eastern, and southeastern South Dakota. Periods of heavy rain moving through northwestern Iowa already this morning. Temperatures today remaining steady in many locations. We'll go with lingering showers tomorrow, and temperatures this weekend are looking cool. Numbers mainly in the 50s for highs. More details on your KELOLAND Live Doppler forecast with Brian coming up.
Thank you, Scott. We are hearing from the South Dakota American Legion about the rape investigations into Mitchell Legion baseball. CP Vandalist leads state programming for the Legion, and we sat down with him Thursday afternoon in Watertown.
He shared his opinions about the allegations as well as safety for the more than 1,000 Legion baseball players across the state.
The allegations are very serious, and they're definitely not in keeping with American Legion values, the values that we are trying to instill in youth through our youth programs like baseball.
We reached out to Jason Christensen, president of the Mitchell Baseball Association's board of directors, for comment. He says the board will be meeting soon and a statement will likely be released at that time. The Agricultural Marketing Service recently awarded Bison contracts to 4 tribal and local producers for the USDA Bison Pilot Program.
This new venture will have the support of a cultural harvest trailer, which is a mobile processing plant from the Intertribal Bison Cooperative.
Building more new and better markets for producers, for consumers, and for everyone in between the supply chain. This is about shortening that supply chain. Again, so here in South Dakota, South Dakotans can grow great food and feed South Dakotans.
The goal is to change the way they purchase bison to help tribes and small producers feed residents.
Bree Drummond, better known as the Pioneer Woman, made an appearance in South Dakota last week. She was in Vermillion to watch her son play in the University of South Dakota's homecoming game.
The Food Network star snapped a photo of her husband and their son, Todd Drummond, hugging in the Dakota Dome after the Coyotes win against Murray State. Todd Drummond is a freshman quarterback at USD and is studying business. Well, that's a look at some of our top stories.
Now let's get one last look at your weather with meteorologist Brian Karstens. Brian?
All right, a lot of rain out there the last 24 to 36 hours, and a few of the totals ongoing here. Sioux Falls, generally as an average, over 1.5 inches and counting. We are looking at numbers quite a bit heavier northwest Iowa, at least towards Spencer, at 3.18 as of 7 this morning. About 2 1/3 in Mitchell. Huron areas between 3 and 4. We've had reports out near Platte of over 4 inches of of rain, closer to 5 down in Gregory, 3 1/3 out in Winter, and 2+ Phillip, Pine Ridge, all the way to Rapid City. The numbers are still going up in Aberdeen now. We're up to about 3/4 or at least getting to above 2/3 of an inch in parts of Brown County. And I think it's going to rain more today, too. So keep watching the rain gauges. There's a look at the radar trend as of early this morning, and that counterclockwise circulation still center point across eastern Nebraska. So as long as that's the case, we continue to pipe in that rain, and those temperatures now very warm, low to mid 40s from Watertown to Brookings to Huron. I would expect Sioux Falls today a little closer to 50, but when it's windy and damp, it just doesn't feel that warm, does it? And oh, by the way, too, the west here, the southwest corner, a few snowflakes here and there still cannot be ruled out. Here's a look at tonight and tomorrow. You can see a general decrease in the rain. I do expect tomorrow just mainly some leftover clouds, kind of a chilly north wind, and that's overall going to dictate the pattern here as we go into the weekend forecast. Here are the numbers today: 44 in Winter, 45 our high temperature in Huron, 45 also in Aberdeen. Here's the 7-day forecast. Low to mid 50s to round things up into early next week. We're up to the upper 60s, though, by Tuesday. That looks better. And then we'll see what happens after that. But certainly the rain chance is at least a chance there by Wednesday. We're also including that in our Aberdeen forecast with the possibility of a few showers by the middle of the week. But it does not look like near the amount of rain that we're going through with this system, at least for eastern Ketherland. Now, Pierre, central South Dakota, after we clear the shower chances tonight, we'll be in the low to mid 50s for the weekend, and then back in the upper 50s by Monday, 65 Tuesday, and West River, folks, we might even see a few 70s popping back up by early next week. Check out the details online at ketherland.com.